Hi all, today we'll study about pointers. Okay. What is pointer? Is nothing but it's a variable which holds the address of another variable. Okay, so already we will be having some variables whose address we can store in this variable. That is nothing but a pointer. Okay, so here if you saw the definition is variable which holds the address of another variable, and is a pointer is a derived data type. What is a derived data type? So already you have some basic data types. From that you are deriving this data type. Okay, what are the benefits of pointer is nothing but you can handle arrays, data tables more efficiently. That is, if you want to pass a one table to the one function, so instead of passing entire table you can just pass the pointer. From there you can access the table, and passing returning a multiple values from a function will be very easy by using pointers. Okay, and it reduces the speed it increases the speed of execution and reduce the execution time. Okay, so this pointer is nothing but variable which holds the address of another variable. So what is address? First we'll check that one. Okay, so here if you saw, just I have written one diagram. This diagram is nothing but which has the address that is 0 to 1k. Okay, so all of you have mobile or laptop, while purchasing that always you will see for the memory. That is nothing but you will see as a, it may be a 4k 4 GB or 8 GB, like that you will check it. It is nothing but you are checking the size of the memory. So here how size of the memory will be there is nothing but here 0 to that maximum size will be there. Okay, so just I am taking the example of 1k. 1k is nothing but 2 to the power 10, that is 1024 bytes. So here those all bytes are shown different boxes. Okay, like this memory will be there. So in this memory whatever we are doing, that will be stored. There is nothing but you will be storing the programs, or inside a programs whatever variables you are going to create it, those things will be storing in this memory only. So how many cells are required to store a variable? Okay, so maybe one cell or two cell or 10 cells. How many cells like this, how many bytes are required to store a variable? It depends on the data type whatever you are creating that variable. Suppose if I am creating an integer, if you remember while studying the data types we studied as a, it's a integer is 4 bytes, float is 4 bytes, double is 8 bytes, like that we studied it. So here there's nothing but we are saying as a, for an integer variable we required 4 bytes, that is 4 cells to store a variable. For float also 4 bytes, for double 8 bytes, for character 1 byte, that is nothing but one cell is required that time. So like that these cells will be used. So here if I am storing a variable, suppose x of integer data type, so it requires here 4 bytes. So if you saw corresponding addresses, that is address 0 1 2 3, total 4 address will be there for this one. Okay, so among that which one I have to use it to call that memory location? So always we'll take the minimum value, that is here as a 0. So out of 0 1 2 3 I will take the least value, that is 0, to call that variable where it is stored it. Okay, so just consider as a these, this is nothing but one house. Okay, so here for a house you will be having name also, and in municipality they will register with number, they will not register with exactly name in the sense you on your house maybe it will be there as something as a Ganga Nivas or Srinivas, something you will be writing. Okay, so it is the name of the house you have given, but municipality people will not refer that one exactly. Okay, they will refer that plot number or house number or street number, inside that number some number they will give it. So always they prefer the numbers only. So here also you will be having variable name like x, but inside while writing the program always it takes for the number only. So that number is nothing but the address. Okay, so just we'll take one example here. Suppose if I created one variable x of integer data type, so it has a 4 cells now. Okay, so why? here like this 1 2 3 4 whatever we're writing this. So here for an integer 4 cell together it will store the value. So this is nothing but 4 bytes. Okay, and consider as is randomly I am taking some value that is 4000. In that memory location it is stored. So it is stored in total 4 bytes, means 4000, 4001, 4002, 4003. Total 4 bytes it has taken. So total 4 bytes is taken and stored the value of x. So randomly given some value as a 17. Like that you can give any value. So whatever variable you are creating which is taking total 4 cells. So that is now onwards I will refer as a one box. Okay, for a variable. So one box whatever is there. So in this box, so values will be stored. So that is address is some randomly it will generate some address, some location it will store it. Okay, that is a number. Okay, so here if you observed I created this x variable considering as an integer type and it's stored in some location. If you observe this one, this is a normal integer number. Okay, so here also if you saw like this, whatever memory size will be there, so that memory size 2 raised to n you can consider it. So that much size will be there. So always it will start with 0 to 2 raised to n minus 1 size. So if you saw this range is there, always it's a positive range, 0 onwards some number is there, whole number. It is nothing but a one integer number. Okay, consider this as a one integer number. Can I store this number in one more variable? Obviously yes. Okay, that is thing, but this number just you are storing in one more variable. Okay, so that we'll check it here. If you saw here, if you saw this variable by default if you are using in a program x variable integer type 17, it has the value somewhere, it's allocated in memory, it's allocated. So this value, can I store it? Yes, I can store it in one more variable. So here I created one variable p. Okay, and I stored that value 4000. So whenever I created variable p, it has also have some memory location. So consider as a randomly somewhere 4100 it's created. Okay, so in that memory location we are storing this value. Okay, so here we are saying as a now whatever p is a variable, this is holding the address, is holding the address actually. So that address it's holding it of another variable, which variable? X variables. So now I will call p as a pointer. Okay, so I will repeat once again here, p is variable. Okay, it's holding the address of one more variable, address of one more variable. So now I will call p as a pointer. Okay, so that is nothing but p is a pointer which holds the address of another variable. Here p holds the address of x variable. So now I will say as a p as a pointer. Okay, now it's nothing but it's a pointer. So how to get the address first, then how to assign it, that is the main task. Okay, so now we'll check how to get the address of one variable, then how we'll assign it to the one more variable. Okay, that we'll study it now. Okay, so here how we'll access the address. If I given in front of variable ampersand, always it will give the address. Okay, suppose if I have as a int x one variable, now if I given as a ampersand x, it means it will give the address. Okay, and now here we'll see the program. So just we're creating some variables. Okay, that is integer type, float, character type, and just we are displaying the that whatever value it has and corresponding address. Okay, so here if you saw, we'll write starting, that is hash include stdio.h. In main we are declaring three variables, different types of variables we are declaring it, and some value we given. Okay, randomly some value we given, and just we are trying to print it now. Okay, that is nothing but first one character we are printing. Okay, percentage c is stored at the address percentage u we are giving now. This is the new format specifier whatever we are going to study now. This is nothing but here percentage u stands for unsigned integer displaying. Okay, so unsigned, why we are saying unsigned? If you saw here this question, whatever we are giving, this is nothing but positive number only. Okay, without sign, that is negative number. Without negative number, just we are using the positive numbers. To display this one, we are using the u, that is nothing but unsigned. So it will display unsigned number formats. Okay, that is directly it will display address properly. So here first one, percentage c, that is for a variable, and second one, okay, here second one we are using percentage u for the address, that is ampersand a. So whatever that variable in which address it is allocated, that one we are displaying it. Like that we are displaying for integer also, okay, and float also. Okay, just see the, we'll see the output here. First statement was as the, okay, value, that is percentage c was there, that is value given as a capital letter A. So here it's coming as a is stored at location 6018. Okay, now next one, value 125 integer was there, 125 is stored at location 6020. And then float value was there, just 10.25 is stored at location address, okay, 6024. Okay, like that here these are displaying the addresses where it is kept. Okay, if you have observed here, just we are using ampersand before that variable. So whenever you are using ampersand, okay, that time it will display the just address. Okay, so here these values will differ system to system. Okay, so I may get this values, you may get different values. So whatever system you are using or mobile in, whenever you are executing, that time these values will be differ, so randomly. And maybe so today if I executed this program, it will allocate this one. After one day if I executed the same program, you may get different values also here. Okay, so that is nothing but memory, you will get always different. So depending on what all things you are running on your system, these values will differ it. Okay, so here now we'll see how to declare the pointer. This, now if you upload here, actually here we got the address, now you have to assign it. So how to access the address, we got it, that is by using ampersand variable, ampersand before the variable. Okay, now we'll see how to assign it to the pointer variable. So before assigning, first you should have that variable declared. Okay, so that is nothing but how we'll declare is data type, then star variable name will give. Okay, so here it's nothing but pointer variable name, whatever we are giving. Before that, if I give a star means it is a pointer. To indicate it's a pointer, always will use star mark. Okay, so for example, integer type pointer I am creating, that is int star p, I will give it. Okay, so here now we'll see one program where that is star operator used, that is pointer is used. Okay, so one by one line we'll study it, and corresponding diagrammatic representation we'll study for this one. Okay, so here first I'm creating two variables x and y. So after that we are creating pointer variable ptr, then some assignments, then printf values we have. Okay, then again some modification is there, again we are printing it something. Okay, so here first thing, line number 4 and 5 we saw, just we are declaring it. So what we declared, first we declared variable x, variable y, then one pointer variable. So whenever we'll declare it, okay, it will come like this. So here it will come like this part. Okay, that is nothing but variable x is declared, y is declared, ptr is declared. We don't know the values, so we don't know the values here, but whenever it will declare it, little memory will be allocated. So for that you will be having some memory address. So here 4104, 4108, 4106, like that we have some values. Okay, some values we have for some values we have for that address values we have for x variable, y variable, and ptr variable. Okay, now next we are saying as a line number 6. Okay, just we are saying as a x equal to 10. Okay, now we'll see what will happen here. So next step we are saying as a x equal to 10. That is nothing but in x variable we are giving the value as a 10. So after that we have that is ptr equal to address of x. Okay, so line number 7. So here line number 7, that is ptr equal to address of x. So in ptr variable I have to give some value. What is that value? Is nothing but address of x I have to give. So here x variable column, this one is there. So here address of x is 4104. So this value I have to keep it in ptr. So now we are assigning that value 4104 value in ptr. Okay, so then after that we have line number 8, y equal to line number 8, y equal to star ptr. Okay, now this is new thing for us, that is star ptr. So here if you saw same thing, line number 8 we have y equal to star ptr. So star ptr, whenever we are saying variable, if I given x, so it will always give the value of that x, or if I given as a y, value of that y it will be given. So like that, if I given only ptr, it will give the value. So here if I given only ptr, it will give the value, that is 4104. Okay, so star ptr means take this value that is in ptr, whatever value is there, take that one, consider that one as the address, go to that location. Okay, now go to that location, here go to that location. So here star ptr means in ptr whatever value is there, take that one, that is 4104, take that one, go to this location, 4104 location. So we came here. So whatever value is there in this location, so that is 10. So whatever value is there in this location, so that is nothing but my star ptr. Okay, so whatever value is there, that is nothing but my star ptr completely. So this star ptr you have to assign it to y. So that is nothing but, so here to here, that is nothing but here to here we came, this location we came, so we took that value, now assign it to y. Here we are assigning it. Okay, so assign it to y variable. So now y value will become as 10. Okay, so now next we'll see. So here just we have the printf statements. Okay, so here we have to display the values. Now line number 9, that is the first printf statement. It will display value of x is percentage %d. So what is value of x now? That is 10, correct. Okay, so that is we're displaying first printf statement, value of x is 10. So next here we have line number 10, percentage %d is stored at address percentage %u. We given as a for a percentage %d x and ampersand of x. So here if you saw, x has at this point we have x value as a 10 and address of x is 4104. So it will display here 10 is stored at address 4104. Okay, now next printf statement we'll see star ptr and ptr we are printing it, that is nothing but percentage %d is nothing but star ptr is nothing but ptr value, take it, go to that address, then value of that address you have to take it. Star ptr means ptr value whatever is there you have to take it, go to that address, in that address whatever value is there, that we have to take it. So here ptr value is 4001, go to that address, here 4001, take that value. Okay, so here it will display again 10. Okay, and we're displaying value of ptr. Okay, so what is value of ptr? Value of ptr is 4104, so that it will display it. So 4104. So these two lines are almost same. Okay, then next statement we have line number 12, percentage %d is stored at address percentage %u. So here we are displaying ptr. So already we displayed ptr here, that is 4104, same it will display it. Now after that we are trying to display address of ptr. What is the address of ptr? If you saw this ptr, this column. Okay, so here in this column, this is the address for ptr. Okay, so that is nothing but will display 4104 is stored at address 4106. Okay, Now next one, we're displaying y variable and corresponding address. Okay, so y variable value, whatever y variable value is there now. So at this point, if you saw here, at this point y variable value is 10 and address of y variable is 4108. So it will display 10 is stored at address 4108. Now we'll see next line, that is we're given as a star ptr equal to 25. Okay, what is star ptr meaning? That is whatever ptr value is there, go to that location, that memory location, that is 4104, go that location. Okay, now star ptr, then equal to 25. So whatever value is there, replace with 25 now. So it will replace now here value as a 25. So it is nothing but star ptr here. It's modified the whichever variable it's pointing no, in that memory location it's modified the value. So that is x variable it was pointing, so it's modified x variable value as a 25 now. Okay, so now next printf statement we're printing here. Now value of x is %d. So now it's modified value, that is x value is modified here. So that is it will print it, that is 25. It will print 25. So this is the basic of pointer. So how we'll access it? This is nothing but to take the address, always will take a percent of variable, and to assign to a pointer, here we are taking as a ptr equal to ampersand x. So ptr we declared as a here pointer. So how will declare is data type star variable name, that is a pointer declaration. Then give the value, that is ptr equal to ampersand of x. So if I use it star ptr means take the ptr value, go to the particular memory location, take value in that location whatever is there. Star ptr refers to take the ptr value, go to that location, from that location whatever value is there you have to take it. Okay.